news this morning. Experts are calling for junk food. This is an interesting one, Hilary, isn't it? The kind of warnings on junk food that we've already got on cigarette packets and cigar things and all of that. What do you think?
Well, people will think this is a bit extreme, but actually, I agree.
OK.
So, 57% of the calories we eat in the UK come from ultra-processed foods. 57%.
It's too much.
We've got 28% of the adult population obese. And they're relying on crisps and cakes and supermarket breads and all these ultra-processed ready meals. And it's not good for us. It's causing heart disease, it's causing cancers, it's causing anxiety and depression. So why wouldn't we want to raise awareness and warn people of the dangers of eating too much of this stuff? So one meal in itself is not going to kill you, nor is one cigarette. But if we're eating that much of it, we should have warnings on it.
It's interesting. Amir, what do you think? Do you think it would make a difference?
I think it will help people understand the risks of eating ultra-processed foods, a lot of ultra-processed foods, because some, as Hilary was saying there, is OK, but it's just kind of the long-term eating it over time. But again, it goes back to why people are eating this, why this food is so accessible, why it's advertised in such a way, and also kind of poverty and obesity, how that's linked, and how accessible to kind of healthy foods needs to be improved. I think it's really complex.
No, I agree with you on that. I think it's got to be easier because a lot of people, they do it because they don't have any other choice, really. You know, they don't have the money, and we've got to start making things a little bit more accessible. I know the two of you are always saying that, and you're quite right too. Now, here's another thing, Amir, and I don't know how you stand on this. An awful lot of people there's this trend where you don't have your breakfast and you don't eat anything until 1 o'clock. Frankly, I would be chewing the door handles off. You know, I'd have to be eating something. But this seems to be a trend. What are we thinking?
Yeah, it is a trend. Lots of famous people are doing this. Rishi Sunak, Jennifer Aniston, Nicole Kidman all admit to intermittent fasting to try and keep their bodies as they are and healthy. Linda Lusardi, she's coming up to 66, looks absolutely fabulous. She says she goes to the gym, but also she only eats after 1 p.m. and up to 10 p.m. So nothing after 10 until lunch the following day. Now, intermittent fasting, it's been around for a long time. People have been doing it for religious reasons for centuries, but it's become more popular over recent years. And there are some health benefits to it. It's thought to be heart healthy. It's thought to aid weight loss and reduce cholesterol, and some studies have linked it to living longer and improve brain function. But with everything, there's a balance to be had. There's certain people who certainly shouldn't be fasting. If you're on medication or have a long-term health condition, you should speak to your doctor before you do that. Any children certainly shouldn't be fasting. Pregnant and breastfeeding women shouldn't fast. If you're underweight, you shouldn't be fasting. And if you're at risk of an eating disorder, which this can trigger, you mustn't fast as well. So it's a balancing act with everything. I always say, you know, eat a balanced, nutritious diet. Strictly limiting food is always tricky, I think.
No, that's true. I don't think I could last out, Hills, till 1 o'clock.
I've been doing it for years, just automatically, because I'm busy. I just miss breakfast. If I'm busy,
you sort of forget.
I don't bother with breakfast.
Right.
You know, I have a coffee or a tea.
Yeah.
But I can easily go till after lunch without having anything from the night before.
I can't. Honestly, I just couldn't. I've got to.
You've got to eat.
I've got to eat.
And what does fast? How long is a fast? I mean, we're eating every day.
Yes.
Is that fasting, really, if we're eating every day? Not really, is it?
I don't know. As both of you always say, all things in moderation.
Yes.
When it comes to everything, all things in moderation, because you don't want to do yourself a mischief. You're both back later.
We are.
We are talking lots of things. How to keep yourself looking
nails.
good. Yeah, just how to sort yourself out.
Skin.
Easily.
All of that.
Good advice, as it always is. Mira, I'll see you later, my love. Thanks so much.
Thank you.